Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, it's time to rev the engines. This weekend, the Bathurst 1000 makes its return. It's a big one for champion Craig Lowndes. After 21 years, he's taking his final lap with his current team, 888 Race Engineering. But far from the end for him, next year he's moving to Team 18, continuing to race in the Super Cheap Auto Wildcard. And he joins us now. Craig, hello.
Good morning. How are you going?
Great. This is like a yearly chat with us. I think I've spoken to you from when you first debuted all those years ago, when you went from Holden to Ford, and now this. It feels like we've had this like Highlander existence in our relationship over these years.
Oh, look, it has been. I think the interesting thing is I've been around for such a long time. So, look, it's been a great journey. It's something that, as you mentioned, like at the end of a chapter for me in the sense of 888. I've been with them now for 2 decades, and even in that, I've gone from Ford to back to Holden. So it's been a great journey, as I said. And this weekend's the last time I actually get to drive a 888 car, which is a little bit sad in one regard, but hopefully we can finish that chapter off with a great result.
You've done this race so often, but are the nerves the same every year?
Oh, absolutely. I think if you don't get those butterflies or you don't get those nerves at the beginning, or even today, like yesterday it was wet. Today's much nicer, and we got the build up. And that's the whole thing is when we get through these practice sessions and then get into qualifying, and then of course you get to Sunday, the actual start of the race, and the nerves will be there. If you didn't have them, I think you need to retire like Mark Scaife did.
Yeah. What's your favourite part of the track?
Every part of this track. I did a track walk early in the week, and again. Doesn't matter how many times you come here, you still walk around it. You're still amazed by how the altitude, like the uphill side of it coming out of turn 2. Then you go across the top of the mountain to Skyline. Then from Skyline down to Forest Elbow. There's just the elevation change is like huge. And it's just incredible circuit. And
you appreciate how steep the Dipper is when you walk through it. You go, gee, this thing's steep.
Oh, absolutely. No, and it's one of those things that when you go around that right-hander before the Dipper, you actually got to turn it in early because you got to remember that when you actually turn it in, you actually then sort of fall across to the right when you drop down through the Dipper. And so all those little things you got to remember every time you do a lap around here. But it is, as I said, every little part of it. Once you get to Forest Elbow, you can actually take a breath because you've done all the hard part across the top. There is no room for error. If you make a mistake across the top, you make friends with a concrete wall. So every time you get to Forest Elbow, it's like, all right, I've done that lap. Let's do another.
But that's what happened with Dick Johnson. Remember that time he had that massive crash at Forest Elbow?
Yeah, he did. He sort of come out of it, clipped the right-hand concrete wall. It broke the suspension, and it put him down into the trees. And that's famous. Like that's one of those iconic moments where you talk about and you look back on. And there's been a lot of them over the years that we've been here. And for me I was growing up watching it, wanting to be part of this event, even watching that. So it does. It's got its own stories every year. Speaking
of stories, Craig, this weekend you're racing with young gun Zach Bates. His mother, Ali Drower, was a friend and colleague of ours, just passed away last week. He's doing a beautiful tribute for her.
When we were at the Bend 3-4 weeks ago, we knew that she was ill, and you could see it on his face. And Ricky's dad, Ellie's husband, was with him at the Bend. But obviously, as you said, passing of his mum. He's got a beautiful sticker on the car and a tribute to her. And people, if you haven't seen it, it's a photo of Zach in the middle of his mum and dad. And look, it's going to be like, this is one of probably the toughest years for me as being, I suppose, a mentor to the young guys coming through this program, because he come here with obviously a heavy heart. But as I've said to him, we've spoken a lot, and as we get through these next couple of days, I'll keep talking to him. But she's here in spirit with him, and he's determined. He wants to make sure he sends, I suppose, what he was hoping she would see off in a positive way and a great result.
Yeah. There's a lot to cheer for with you guys this weekend.
And as I said, mate, you're doing it for Ali. She was such a good friend of ours, and I'm sorry I've got a bit emotional.
Yeah.
It hit me. But Craig, good luck. Good luck on the track, okay?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it. I think that we always say that the mountain chooses, and hopefully it chooses us this year.
All right, Craig. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.